Welcome to the first lecture of the course Python Programming for Beginners. In this lecture, we will learn about the most basic things of Python and get started on how to do very simple programming with Python. The lecture will be divided into 4 parts. In the first part, we will learn about how to install an environment for Python programming, and I also talk about how to interact with the Python programming modes, and we also learn how to write the Hello World program in Python. In the second part, I will talk about the basic syntax of Python, including identifiers, reserved words, lines and block of code, and even how to write comments in Python. The goal is to give you the ability to write a Python program which is syntactically correct. The third part starts the program journey with variable, which has a basic building blocks of programming. In this part, you will learn how to create and assign value to a variables, and then we will take a look at some different variable types and some type conversion functions. The final part is about basic operators, including arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, and so on. And the last important thing is operator precedence. Okay, let's move on to the first part. In this part, I will guide you how to install Python on Windows and Ubuntu. So first of all, let's set to the website python.org. Here you can see the download button, and then you can download it. So actually here I have the download version of installation file, so I can execute it here. So here I recommend you to check this checkbox as add Python 3.9 to the path, and then we click the install now button, and we'll wait for like a minute, I think. And in this call we only focus on the Python version 3, so please install the Python 3 instead of Python 2, and you can choose any version of Python 3, 3.9, 3.6, 3.2 is fine, so just install like within Python version 3, so no matter what the minor version is. Okay, here we finish this installation, so we can close this and check it out the installation. So you can start the Python using the Python app. Here you can see, and then once you open it, you will see a Windows command line Windows, something like this. It says that Python 3.9.1, and then here we have a command line that we will input the command for the Python to execute it. So let's say that we do the Hello World program. So we type print Hello World, and then you can consider this is a magical function. We check in the input, and then it will print out the content of the input. So here I put it at the string, so it will print out the string Hello World on the screen, something like this. So that is how you verify your installation is complete. So the next is how to install the environment on the Linux. So in this I will show you how to do it on the Linux subsystem for Windows. So here we'll have the Ubuntu app, something very similar to the way you open the terminal on the Ubuntu, on the real installation of Ubuntu. So you can do the command sudo apt install Python 3. Okay, so the sudo is you take a root permission for the installation package, and the apt is a package manager that it depends on the distro you use. On Ubuntu it's apt, but on Fedora it will be DNF, and for the other distro it will be different. And also the command here is depend on the package manager you use. For apt it's install, for different things maybe art or something else. And here you should remember to be correct the Python version 3. So it will install the Python 3. If you don't include the 3 here, you may install the Python 2 version. So this is not what we are talking about in this code. So please remember that we are only talking about the Python 3. So verify the comment with your password. Oh, sorry. Let me try again. Yeah, and then we have the Python installed. So we can check it out. Something, and we execute the command Python 3, and then we see the command line very similar on Windows, something like this. So we say the Python 3.6.9. So you can try the Hello World program, the same thing on the window, and then it's going to print out the Hello World string, something like this. So okay, that's it. So next is about the different programming mode, including the interactive mode and the scripting mode. The interactive mode, actually this is an interactive mode. This is an interactive mode on Windows, and this is an interactive mode on the Ubuntu. So in the interactive mode, you can do the live coding. Every comment you type here will be executed immediately. For example, we say a variable equal to 10 to do the assignment, and then you print it out the A, and then you see the 10. So that is how you do the live coding. You can input comment here, you can execute it immediately. In the scripting mode, is that way you use you have a file to store your source code. Here I have a file test.py, so we can see the content of the file, something like this. So this is the way we organize the project source code. So in the future, if you work in the Python project, you have to write your code and store it to files, something like that, rather than typing on the interactive mode again and again, that you will lose your code. So this is why you have to save the code and you reuse it later in the future. And how to execute it is very simple. So say you start the command line at the location of the file. Please be sure that you can see the file here, test.py, right? And then what you do is like Python and test.py, and then execute it. So every single comment here in this file will be executed, and you can see the hello world and the content of variable A is equal to 10 here. So that is how you do it. We will learn about the modularization later on the later chapters. So in this lecture, I will only give you the brief introduction about the basic thing in Python.